Donkey Kong, a game that requires little introduction, and this video covers both the United States version by Atarisoft from 1983 and the European version from Ocean Software in 1986. Ironically, it was only the US version that I played as a kid and didn't even realise there were two versions until many years later. Ultimately, after playing both versions, I'll be retrospectively looking at these two titles and giving my verdict as to which I believe was the better version. In this arcade game hall classic, originally from Nintendo, you play Mario, who interestingly worked as a carpenter at the time of the release of the machine. In fact, when Mario initially hit the scene in 1981, he was not a plumber, and he wasn't known as Mario. He was a carpenter going by the name of Jumpman. Donkey Kong has kidnapped your girlfriend, Pauline, which he keeps captured on a scaffold. Just as Mario was originally named Jumpman, Pauline was originally known as Lady. Nintendo of America reportedly named her Pauline after the then wife of a Nintendo of America employee. Pauline. In the first level, Donkey Kong throws barrels after you. You need to jump over them or smash them with the famous hammer. The hammer, once collected, automatically goes up and down and is very effective at destroying all enemies in its path. But you also lose time, which equates to bonus points, as climbing is not possible while beating with the hammer, so only use it in emergencies. This power-up is limited, and the end of the hammer sequence is shown by a blinking of the hammer. Shortly before Mario reaches his girlfriend, Donkey Kong grabs the beloved and climbs upwards with her. In the second part, Mario can bring about the monkey's downfall and through this rescue his beloved. So, with the bent girders and the long fall, the game continues on where you have yellow bricks to bash, which leads to a long fall of Donkey Kong. More bent girders, elevators, more yellow block bashing, girders, a pie factory, more elevators, and another long fall. But it's still pretty addictive on each and every level. 3 years later, in 1986, Ocean Software released another version of Donkey Kong for the Commodore 64. Ocean were obviously also known for making ports of different arcade games and would go on to make many movie tie-in games. Released as a very different version from the Atarisoft one prior. This version had different visuals that aren't stretched like the Atarisoft version. The level progression is more like the Japanese version of the Donkey Kong arcade, with more colourful visuals, and has the stretching ladders in the Pie Factory level. This version is also praised by fans as a faithful port of the arcade. So, the Commodore 64 ended up having two versions of the same Donkey Kong that are pretty different. Which version of Donkey Kong is better? That is really up for debate and might honestly depend on your preferences. As for me, like I mentioned, I only had the Atarisoft version of the game as a kid, so it was this one I played until very recently. But one thing is for sure, it sparked a passion for playing them both, and I really enjoyed revisiting these classic games. Donkey Kong pioneered the platform game genre before the term existed. It's one of the most important games from the golden age of arcade video games, and one of the most popular arcade games of all time. And although I've sat on the fence with which version I prefer, I'm going to have to leave that up to yourself to decide. I think both are great in their own little way. Mind you, the Atarisoft one brings back more nostalgia for me personally, as I associate the game's sound effects to the one I remember more clearly. Thanks for watching this video, and please hit the like button if you enjoyed Donkey Kong. Also, which version did you prefer? Let me know in the comment section, and if you want to follow me on this nostalgic journey to revisit some classic Commodore titles, then please consider subscribing to the channel. So, that was Donkey Kong Atarisoft and Donkey Kong Ocean. And here's another classic coming right up. Hope to see you there. Until then, bye for now.